Hi, I'm Dodger, and today I'll be reviewing the TL-7 Black. As you can see here, Koza is using the advanced concealment, improved ventilation, and optics equipment, and his crew has Sixth Sense, Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Steady Aim, Run and Gun, Recon, Track Mechanic, General Mechanic, and Camouflage. So here we have Koza in the TL-7 on El Alamein, and as we'll see throughout the replay, this is a pretty good indication of the strengths of the tank and the weaknesses of the tank. There are many strengths and there are many weaknesses, and you'll see them all in this replay. But right off the bat, you'll notice that there's a 4-shot clip, which is nice to have, but is also kind of standard for an autoloader. The intra clip though is absolutely fantastic. Not sure exactly what it is, but it looks like maybe like 1.5, 1.7, maybe 2.0, but really good intra clip. Really lets you pump out the shots, though the reload is like shockingly bad. It really kind of limits the tank and gives you a lot of downtime in between shots. Some other notable things are it's got actually pretty decent HE pen. It's a 105, which is not like groundbreaking or anything, but it's enough where you can see Koza has a full clip loaded of HE just in case, because the pen is usable at least. And some other notable factors of the tank are it's actually got a silver bonus of 25%, which for a tier 9 premium is I think is the only one that has a silver bonus at all. So you can make money with this. And it being a black tank, it also has a 75% XP bonus, which is just super nice to have, really. And it being a black tank, again, it's very rare, so this might be one of the only times to get it. Maybe it'll go on sale once a year, maybe not, but either way, it is rare, and if you want it, this week is the time to get it. And so we're already 2 minutes into the battle, and you saw a little bit of the intro clip was really good, and now we're experiencing the very long full reload of the tank. So we just saw how Koza took that early position. It can be good if the heavies are over-peaking on the ridge. They just really weren't in this case, so he's relocated back, I think, to use the good camo of it, since it is a TD. Pokes over, and there is a heavy over-peaking. And so here's the great intro clip. Reloaded already, time for another shot, and another one. And another one. It looks like it's 1.3 or 1.4, something like that, which is great. The Progetto takes a blind shot, which is always good to take blind shots in game. Very rare that you see other players do it, but thankfully it bounces. And so again, lengthy reload. And so now we're turning over there to the Chieftain here, staying unspotted so that once Koza's off reload, he can just poke, use the great intro clip to just blast 4 in and run away. At least that's the goal. But here we will have our first exposure as to why the gun is so bad. Look at that miss, just point blank, terrible. And then again a second time, just absolutely dives under the tank. So that's one of the biggest weaknesses, is just the gun handling is atrocious, and you'll just miss shots that you need to be hitting, like that one. So it really holds back how consistent or reliable the tank can be. And so unfortunately, Koza is now a 1-shot, and it is a tier 10 game, so this is not an ideal position to be in this early. But again, usually those shots hopefully would hit more often, and then a little unlucky with the return fire from those players. So Koza's done messing with that. He's now headed over to the other TD camping spot, really, where hopefully he'll be able to put some more shots into these somewhat healthy heavy tanks here. And get to use his camo a little bit more instead of brawling at the front lines with the Chieftain, which is just tough to do in a tier 9 tank destroyer like the TL-7. So he's searching for shots. There's a full health 277 and 2790, but really no one's poking right now. He's positioning himself with his, back to the tank so that if he does get spotted, he can run away quickly. It's a good idea to do really in any, like if you're playing a bat, especially because of the rear mounted turret. But any tank where he's going to get spotted if he fires here, so thankfully holds the shot. Moves to the side, and it looks like the 277 might actually be side on, but it's a little nerve-wracking with the 279E looking right there. But it's just too good. Full clip. 1 goes in, thankfully. 2 goes in. Pivots to the other 277, and there's the gun handling again. That one was a lucky hit. 279E is going to shoot and hit the ground. Koza raises his turret there. It's a good idea to do that if someone's going for your cupola, because makes it slightly a moving target, so it's a little harder to hit, and it also increases the angling on the cupola. So if they do hit, there's a slightly better chance that they bounce. So for a number of reasons, it's a good play to do after you shoot. You just raise your turret, hide your cupola a little bit. And so now it's looking, game's a little lost. It's 4-10. This is gonna be a tough one to pull out. So I think Koza's just gonna go back on the A line, try and put another clip in, and probably call it good after that. I mean, 2-10, not much to do. Lucky shot at the TVP, and then the TVP stops, so the second one doesn't go in. But Koza knows he's probably sitting right there. Indeed he is, and puts 2 more into him. So now we've got a good long 27-second reload. And Koza's a one-shot, so this is just 1v10, super, like a double Kalabanov's if somehow he pulls this off. But even for a player of his magnitude, I suspect it may not go that way. And sure enough, he is not able to secure the win. But this replay hopefully gives you a good sense of both the strengths and the weaknesses of the tank. And in a game that's somewhat representative, obviously 4,200 damage is a above average game for tier 9, but not so unworldly that it couldn't be repeated. But thanks for watching, and again, hopefully this informs your decision on the TL-7 a little better. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to please leave your thoughts about the video in the comments section below. See you on the battlefield.